because he likes it. Hey, say hi everybody, I'm missing a leg. It was right there. You gonna get me? Hi, sweetheart. On the 4th of July, I didn't have any plans. I was bored, so I grabbed a trap and a carrier and I went trapping. I did not realize how bad the feral cat situation is in Lewis County. Every time I go out and do an adoption clinic, I run into at least a dozen people that trap cats, have them spayed and neutered. There's a gal that brought me a couple cats a couple days ago to have spayed, and she's got probably a dozen. And it all stemmed from somebody dumped a cat on them. It had kittens. They couldn't catch the kittens. The kittens had babies, and now they have all these cats. 70% of all cats that enter shelters are euthanized. If a wild cat goes to a shelter, 100% of them are euthanized. And that's not necessary. They can be spayed and neutered and just let go. This is the cat room. So this is where the cats will be kept. Eventually we'll have running water in the corner, heat, air conditioning, ventilation, and accessibility for the public to come in and view as if it were an actual shelter. Bringing them here, I can monitor their health. I can make sure they're spayed, neutered, vaccinated, treated for any illnesses they have. The key is stopping the births, because if a wild cat has babies, they're going to be wild, and they're going to have babies, and they're going to be wild, and it just goes on and on and on. Jetson, very, very big male. He was unaltered when I discovered him at the Shell Station at Exit 72, which is the colony I've been managing. I believe that he strayed off or maybe belonged to a different colony because there were females that were in heat. So trapped him. So he was neutered this Sunday. I've watched him for a day to make sure he didn't have any complications from the surgery, and we're going to release him. I think because people stop there to get gas and food and they see that there are cats, they assume that that's the best place to dump their kittens, and it's just not. I mean, I've heard people that drive from that gas station to Napa Vine and they see kittens and cats dead on the road all the time. Ah, and there's the orange cat that I want to get right there. I just have the one trap right now, and ultimately I would like to have a fleet of traps and cages that I can loan out to people that have feral cat problems so that they can trap and transfer to the cages, and then they can be taken for spaying and neutering. If they're out in the wild, it's impossible to provide for them. And a lot of people say, oh, well, the wild cat's just fine. It's got food, mice, and it's got this and that, and it looks fine. But what they're not seeing is all of the kittens that died at birth, got eaten shortly after they were born, maybe miscarried because the mom was sick, got hit because there was nobody to keep them off the road, got bit by an animal and died from an infection. Just all these things that you don't see. Wild cats are so afraid of people, you don't see all of the things that are going on. With enough of us working together, we can make a large enough impact that it will be worth it. You can't stop it, but you can improve it. And that's, I think, what anybody that has a cause, that's all they can hope for.
Bye-bye. Go. Jetson. It's okay. And I don't want to freak you out. You can go now. That's the easy part.
Do people ever make fun of you for caring so much about cats?
The kids do. Yeah, I'm the crazy cat lady. That's how my kids introduce me. That's okay. I prefer cat women, but